Weary Travelers, this is Shale, your dark wizarding guide for this dungeon tonight. So, I wanted to do a Q&A video, kind of. Video where I talk about my plans, what I'm doing. And, every Sunday I play Elder Scrolls Online's Imperial Sewers. So, I'm going to start doing more Let's Plays of that, so stay tuned. I do a lot of stuff with my guild. A lot of my guild is on my Facebook channel. I have videos of us doing shit, so check that out if you can. So, here's things I've been pondering about doing my channel in the next um semester or so. So, got kicked out of my friend's apartment. That was great. Um, well, not kicked out, but at least for now. And now I'm looking for a new place, and I got my property stolen from me by a potential new roommate. Whatever. Just things have been kind of tough for me lately. Work and shit. But what I've really been falling in love with this past year is role playing, things like D&D, LARPing, and the only game I'm ever playing more is ESO. So yeah, it's my favorite game on the Xbox. It's the only thing I ever play. Something that I really love about Elder Scrolls Online is, aside from the Imperial Sewers, the best DLC hands down. It's pretty much just a giant, massive orgy of war, demons, loot, and parties, and all that shit. Dungeon of all these things. Of all the things right in the gaming: loot, violence, and sex. Oh, me and my guild have huge orgies in the dungeons when we're not fighting and killing Daedra or filthy fucking reds or those goddamn fucking mongrel blueberries. So we do a lot of shit. Yeah, and I like doing this shit in my guild. It's fun. Aside from doing more guild content in the next year or so, I really want to start doing like D&D Let's Plays, get myself out there on Facebook and Reddit. I really want to do Let's Plays of D&D and other stuff, a lot like Geek and Sundry. But the thing I love about role playing is just the sheer amount, whether it be in video games or D&D, which I think D&D is superior over video games. Well, WoW and ESO are really cool, but they're still linear mechanics. WoW is a great, along with SWORD and ESO, are great RPGs to explore and immerse yourself in these giant open worlds that have like RPG events, like role-playing events, freaking go up your world bosses, do dungeons, all that shit, create your own character, create your own backstory. I love all these things. And I really love it in ESO when me and my guild just literally will raid the Imperial Sewers. I imagine me and my Saul the Swift and I go in raids and we destroy the fucking Daedra. We're trying to cleanse the city of these monsters so we can reclaim it in the name of our glorious faction, the Altera Dominion. It's fun. I really like when I'm playing ESO. A lot of the characters I play as, I put a bit myself into. Like my Saul the Swift Argonian is a defender of the Ebonheart Pact, hunts down the arch enemy of the cultists, the Slayer of the Heretic, and the Slayer of Daedra. He's a hero. He's kind of like an Inquisitor, a Holy Inquisitor of the Nine in the Ebonheart Pact. So he mostly goes around the Skyrim region of Tamriel, killing and wiping out cultists. He's also a member of the Companions, and he has like werewolf abilities that he got from joining them for a giant pack hunt one night. So he literally travels around all of Tamriel, pretty much in a giant wolf pack, eating, fucking, and murdering anything that moves. Those mammoths belong to us, okay? They belong for us to eat, fodder with, and freaking do as we please. Those mammoths have great chewing tests, have great things to chew on and great things to fuck. They make mammoth hide, just for the record here, makes great condoms. Great condoms. And when you're a werewolf and you're just freaking going to a frenzy, a mammoth, you start to get a little horny. You start getting this giant urge. Everything just, all your sensations go wild. It's like the most fantastic kind of weed imaginable. We'll mix in with narcotics. I mean, just the sheer sense of being an animal that just wants to fuck, eat, kill, 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 murder, murder, murder is awesome. I love the Daedra God that gave me all those powers, and I sold my soul too. I love being a fucking animal that goes around killing people, Daedra cultists and eating mammoths and fucking their corpses. I love that. It's so immersive. I love that character I've created. So, another thing I've done with my life is now that you can do that, but with D&D, the rules are different. The rules are different. You can literally create the entire game with your mind and free will, and it's really, I've really done some cool shit with it. I've been working in the same world since high school, and I realized there's like companies that will like online, they'll take your D&D merchandise, your campaigns, your IPs, your monsters, your homebrews, and they'll pay you for it. So that'd be a great job to get. Yeah, I mean, when I'm not wandering around Tamriel and Argonian werewolf, fucking killing mammoths and killing inbred Nords, by the way, never go to a Nord trailer park. It gets nasty. Goat milk and goat excrement all over the place. The meat's not very good. People there are too idiotic. So, one of the things I've kind of realized about our role-playing and like storytelling in general, D&D is so cool because it allows you to... D&D is so awesome because it allows you to create your entire world, your own mechanics, your own gaming story. You're literally the omnipotent god who can either destroy, kill, or be benevolent to the party. It kind of it fulfills my fantasies about being an old god in Nordic religions and hunting down and cleansing all the people who don't agree with me and murdering them in front of their children. It really satisfies a lot of those urges. So, I mean, aside from that, I mean, I love creating stories where I can explore the world, create massive conflicts, political intrigue. Like, one of my campaigns, I created this character called Little Wiener, a reference to Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, and he was part of this dark chantry in the city that was trying to open a gate to hell and unleash demons upon the city. Now, my party, who had to disguise themselves as humans to avoid being seen by the Imperial forces and to hide in the shadows and all that shit, they did an excellent job. They literally, one of the characters, my friend Beast, he literally used his flaming powers, like Righteous Flame, and he committed regicide. He killed the entire church and everyone in it, all the cultists in it. It was fun as hell. Other things I worked on, I'm working on I finished this one campaign, which is a continuation of the story I just mentioned, where it's like this Skyrim, Game of Thrones, like surviving the frozen wilderness, making your way through a war zone between orcs and imperial soldiers, and dragon nests, collecting like items, puzzle solving, all that shit. You know, it's really good. I mean, I'm really starting to take a knack for D&D and role playing, and even in like, I role play whenever I can in ESO or SWTOR, but I also like writing my own stories and telling them. And it's just, ever since I was a kid, I've had such a massive imagination where I turned all of my adventures in day-to-day life into my own giant multiverse world. Like, I base a lot of the characters on my friends I have in real life, and it's really nice. I really enjoy it. Something I really do enjoy about role-playing is really just the sheer infinity of what you can do with your imagination. I've created this new campaign working on right now, which is pretty much a supernatural mixed with magicians, or like, there's like 4 character roles: an emo wizard, a fuckboy / slutbag, a goth rapper, and just, you know, playing off stereotypes you find in like everyday college, high school environments. And I made these characters in this quest, and like they can do anything they would in normal life. It's a normal world, the real world they're living in. You can play video games, get high, get drunk, it all starts at a party. Kind of like how Silicon Valley started. They go this really weird, nerdy goth party, but they get into a fight and how your choices, all the choices you make in this campaign have like effects throughout the rest of the story. I mean, that's the thing with everything, but this is like my most imaginative work yet. So it's pretty much a mixture of like of Stranger Things, magicians, along with Stranger Things, along with no, Supernatural is what I'm trying to say. I've really put a lot of work in this. I'm really proud of it. I'll be releasing it, and hopefully I'll be able to like release a video with it. But I mean, in other news, I'm also going to the Bristol Renaissance Fair pretty soon. I'm really looking forward to that. So other things I've really come to realize a lot in my role playing is that it's such an immersive escape from the real world, especially when you're creating your own story. you can create anything. Your imagination is your greatest gift. Let me put it that way. Creativity brings life to the world. Other things I'm thinking about doing this fall that I've really put a lot of thought into are probably going to a few football games. I know I'm a nerd. I don't belong there, but I'm going there. Doing more D&D stuff in my school. You know, getting more in contact with my friends there. I'm also, like I said, my dream job would be to own a small business where I'm selling like a game store where I'm selling my own IPs, my own campaigns, and my own stories. And I have a significant following there. Like I have a significant following amongst people in that town who watch my stuff and they like it. I mean, find worth and value where you find it. That's all I'm saying. In general, another thing I'm thinking about doing is probably gonna be doing a lot of LARPing this fall. Might record that. And you know, once again, I mean, I hope we creative people can like take back all this uncreativity that's come to plague the world in the past few years. I mean, I think there's been a creative like dry slow for the past few years, with exceptions like Stranger Things, Supernatural's still pretty good, Magicians. But I feel like when it comes to like the big franchises, I feel like they're dying off, and independent filmmakers are really taking off. So all these new ways of getting your vision out there with Patreon, with YouTube, with Facebook, I plan on doing that. I invite all of you to come with me. Well, folks, it's been real. Still, on to see you next time. Stay sane.